Hyrule, which is next after Ikenfell. So if we get those and we head towards that 30,000 mark, we will be able to see bonus game 1, Crypt of the Necrodancer. So 2 for the price of 1. If you get those incentives met, hopefully we will meet that 30K goal. We are raising money for a good cause. It's totally worth it. And speaking of donations, I have one from I Am Given. It's $100. Thanks so much for the $100. No comment, but it is much appreciated. And with that, I think we are ready to get into Ikenfell with Bellatrix Melody.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Bellatrix Melody. With me is Faeryambi. Say hi, Ambi.
Hi, that's me. I'm Faeryambi.
Hi. This is Ikenfell, or Ikenfell. You can say it any way you want. Follow your heart. So it is a like role-playing game, an indie-style role-playing game. There you go to magic school, and it's really cool. And we'll talk more about that later. But right off the bat, I'm actually going to explain a glitch that we're going to be seeing a whole bunch throughout the run called cross-loading. This happens really fast, and we do it a bunch because it gets us everywhere we want. So I want to explain it now. So the way that it works is you can actually, in some versions of this game, load 2 saves at the same time. And what's going to happen is the first save that you load is going to load the map that you want it to be on. And then the other save is going to load your position on that map and all your other data. So like how many characters you have, everything else. So the way this works is, so I have a save here where I'm actually in the middle of the screen. And I have a save up here where I'm on the right side of the screen. So I'm gonna load them both. I'm over here and I'm out of bounds and I can go all kinds of places I'm not supposed to be. Very cool. So we do that a bunch.
Yep.
That's cross-loading.
That is cross-loading. That is a glitch that was discovered by Astopheles, who is in chat. So hi.
Yeah, Asto, thank you. Time has not started. I will tell you when time starts. This is actually first glitch of the run.
Another quick glitch here.
Where if you... Yeah, go for it, Andy.
Yeah, I'll explain it. Basically, there's a unskippable cutscene at the very, very start of the game, which, if we basically load that cutscene and then go and then start a new game again, we'll be able to skip it, because the game's nice like that. So that is when we load up the game the second time is when our timer actually starts, basically. So
let's start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go, 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 go! All right, let's play some Ikenfell. So that cutscene is now skipped. Bella, make sure to put on your knife. Yep.
Yep.
So that is the very first thing that I always mess up, is not putting on your equipment that you need for the next battle you're about to do immediately, because not only did we put on a knife that gives us damage, we also took off our armor. And that's really important because we want to lose this fight. We want to lose this fight as fast as possible, because these ghosts are mean. Well, right now they are. And they want to kick us out of their forest. So we're not supposed to be here. And this is sort of a nice little way to show off the combat style in the system. It's a nice sort of tactical grid. You all take turns based off of the turn meter at the very top right. And when it's your turn, you can run around and you can do spells. And right now, we don't know any magic. Merritt is... I'm not going to explain much of the story going on, of course, but Merritt is an ordinary and does not know how to cast spells, only knows how to throw rocks. But right now, we have basically just lost this battle as quickly as possible, which is thanks to us removing our armor. Otherwise, that would take 3 or 4 hits. And also, there'd be a huge dialogue box area where we have to eat an item and everything. Now that we're done with that, eventually in the game, we are going to get some more party members. The combat's going to get real wild. It's a lot of fun.
And something that's interesting about the attacks is that they will actually come in different shapes and tiles that they cover based on your position on the map. So that's something to look out for. We'll be doing a lot of positioning to keep that in mind.
Yes,
Trying to use different abilities.
Yeah, your position and where you're sitting is good and important. And also another thing is that there's a bit of a timing aspect to both attacking and defending in this game. So if you ever played any Super Mario's RPG, Paper Mario, games like that have fun, sort of rhythm components to them, this game has that as well, and it rules. So the very first fight, we're actually like supposed to miss some of these timings. It doesn't really let us have any other option. But we do actually optimize this fight in other ways, because where we're standing right now makes it so that the ghosts might or might not move to hit us. And if you notice, them moving around all over the map is pretty slow. But we can kind of manipulate that a little bit, not so much, not entirely predictably, but we can make it so that they might, there we go, they might not move and they might just hit us with a star, which is exactly what we want. It's exactly the best way to save time in this fight. So that is optimal right there. And now we can actually use our fire magic that we just learned to our greatest extent. We're allowed to use timing now.
Finally, let me free.
Yeah. Oh, also, so this first battle does teach you magic. If supposedly there was a way to skip this first battle, we would not know any magic. We would just know how to throw rocks. But so far there isn't really a really doable way to skip this first fight, although we wish there were. But also, then we wouldn't learn fire, which would also be a problem. So I don't know. I was thinking it would be funny to just have a run where you just throw rocks the whole game, but
no, thank you. So Ambi, as we move to go do our first crossload of the game, do you want to explain the best feature of this game?
Oh, right. Yes, so we have these friends that help us out all over the school, and
Meowsers.
they're cats. You gotta pet them, you heal up, you save, and they help us with all sorts of good stuff, because they're magical and amazing, and hopefully we'll get to meet their leader later on. But now is where we get to our first instance of cross-loading, because now we have an autosave and a save setup, which means we can take the position of one save file and move it over to the map of another save file, and boom, 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 we're gone, we're out of there.
You warp around, it's wonderful.
Yeah, we've successfully accomplished a jerk skip, because the first boss there that we'd normally fight before, huge jerk, huge pain in the butt, so luckily we don't have to fight them ever again. We don't really have any way to fight them other than just hoping and praying that everything goes well. But now we're walking on the school walls. We've gone to magic school, we've learned some magic, we've learned some teleportation magic, it's fine, it's canon, it's normal. And so now we're breaking in, where we skipped sort of all of Chapter 1, which is the entire forest, kind of skipped most of Chapter 2. Here's one of the later dungeons. We'll be back, don't worry about it, it's fine, yeah. So, now that we've basically immediately gone out of bounds, one thing we could do is head our way straight towards the final boss, and there is a category of this game that does that. It's the assist mode category, because the assist mode category lets you press a button to win any battle instantly. And we can't really do that when we disable that, basically. So this run, we're gonna have to find a quote-unquote legitimate way to defeat the final boss. Because defeating the final boss is the ultimate goal. Yeah. Defeating the final boss is the ultimate goal, but it's very difficult and or impossible to do at level 1 with only one character and no items and no weapons and no nothing. So, we're gonna make a few pit stops first. There's a few goals we need to accomplish before we can actually freaking destroy the final boss. One thing is we need some friends. Merit's sort of alone. Our main character Merit here is very powerful and very determined, but also we need some friendship. We could definitely use a full party is what I'm getting at.
Some would say the ultimate magic is friendship.
Yeah, exactly, yes. So here we are in Chapter 3, just like normal, just like usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, we explored the library, we're fine, we broke in somewhere. And here's some friends, but we don't actually know them yet, we never met them.
Nope.
So they're gone now. So that was a cutscene that involves some characters that we don't have yet. So they don't automatically get added to our party or anything, but the cutscene still works just fine, so it's great. So that activates some triggers and puts some things into place that we can use, like plants this tree here. And this tree is our main way of getting around the entire campus, the entire magic school. Because while we can save and load save and cross-load and all that, there are some places where you can't really do that because there are some conditions that cross-loading needs, which are kind of finicky and kind of dependent based on like whether or not the place you're in is like built horizontally or built vertically. Like the main thing is you can't go up floors of a building with cross-loading. And we're about to do that. And then we're gonna need a way to get back down easily, and then it's a hassle. So we gotta get these trees, we gotta be able to teleport around using them, and that's like the normal in-game way to actually teleport and get where you're actually supposed to be going, not whatever this junk is, but we make use of all this, and this will let us accomplish a few goals, basically.
It's
the
important.
first goal, the first goal is getting those trees. We also need some friends. We're gonna be multitasking a lot with our route in here, and right now we're visiting the final boss, or we're visiting the final dungeon, not to fight the final boss because we will perish instantly. We're coming to loot this freaking tower and get lots and lots of money, which is what we need. Oh, careful, careful. Yeah, that's okay. So this is the spell tower. This is the final dungeon. There is many, many coins and many chests in here, and we're gonna get all of them because they're all really, really good. And not only that, there's also really good. Yeah, there's really, really good end game, top of the line, final game unique equipment that we can get here. And there's no like restriction on them. Oh, that's a jerk.
Follow me around, jerk. Okay,
that's
fine.
a jerk. That one I've never seen before. So these are the strongest enemies in the game, more or less. So we're not gonna get a turn.
Nope.
Oh, you see, Merit's turn is popping up there.
It's coming up. It's never gonna happen though.
Yeah.
Womp.
Womp. Anyways.
This game, thankfully, is really nice with checkpoints.
Yes. So not only are they abusable, but we get these autosaves when we go to any room, so we can just reload them if we perish. Getting some ale, getting a nice hat, getting some gem, all sorts of good stuff. Basically everything in this dungeon is good and usable, either for money or either for just like to wear and use as weapon.
Also, a known glitch, if you get in a fight in here, for some reason, the music cuts out until you get into another fight. It's basically how that goes. So if you hear no music, that's what's happening.
Do you mind if I cut in for a second?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
I just want to let you know, and chat, I see the number rising. We're at 1,000 out of the 4,000 for the all-cat fight for Ikenfell. So we've got a little bit more to go. You have time, but this would be a great time for a $5 donation train. If anyone wanted to start one, highly recommend. We can absolutely do it. No incentive met, or no incentive left unmet, rather.
I can say the tagline for that fight is very much incredibly cute, incredibly deadly.
Yeah.
Oh, we want that.
Yeah, they're adorable, and they really, really want you not to be alive. Very fun.
And right now we do have a little bit of downtime. We are just ascending the spell tower, grabbing every freaking thing on the way, and dodging as many enemies as we can, and doing some funny skips, because the game expects you to have a party of 3 characters here, and some of the puzzles, they don't require that, but they actually get harder if you have more party members following you, so we can worm our way through some laser puzzles because we only have 1 party member, and it's really cool, it's really good.
Faeryambi, do you want to explain this crossload I'm about to do?
Sure. So this puzzle is kind of long and annoying. So we built a save file, and we have a position from that save file. And so we're gonna basically cross-load and just... Right, we have a position saved from the cat downstairs, so there we go. So that one is a tough cross-load because normally when you're cross-loading, you like load a save file and then load another save file right afterwards. But this, this other save file that we had to load was 2 slots away because we're already using some save files. Oh, another note about cross-loading I could mention is that we're not using any pre-prepared saves. We're not using any saves that we started before the run. We're just using saves that that we made like in this current run so far, unless we're doing just like some backup stuff, which we're not having to do just yet.
Nope. We're not gonna do.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully.
Another battle, but that's okay. Luckily, it is just nice and fast, and yeah, no big deal.
Sometimes that guy likes to just turn down and fight ya.
Yeah, they like to juke you out and run into you. And again, these are the strongest enemies in the game. They will slay us, and we'll do 1 damage to them, so unless we want to hang around and bring 1,000,000 healing items, we probably shouldn't try to fight them.
Nope.
Another fun thing, though, is that even when enemies have 1,000,000 billion million defense, we'll still do at least 1 damage for the hit, so it is technically possible to take down some of these enemies, and there are some strategies involving just doing 1 damage enough times until the enemy is slain, but luckily, we don't have to do much of that at all. Oh yeah, this is another puzzle. In that room with the little swirly dealy, little swirly light bulb that we can skip because we don't have other party members trailing behind us, being a bigger hitbox to get detected. So Merritt is extremely sneaky and really good at running around this whole place.
Coming in, taking all your stuff.
Yeah, this is one of
At one point, you actually come in here. You in the older version of the route, you used to come in here with 2 people. These used to be a little bit harder.
Yep.
Now they're actually quite a bit easier with only 1 person.
Yeah, this is the one place in the game where it actually helps to not have friends. Ooh, I do want to remind you to get that Traveler Oak as well once you're done shopping.
I will get it on my way out.
Yep. So here, we made many money. We're going to buy basically the strongest weapon in the game. We're going to buy some endgame gear. We're going to hold on to some stuff that we're going to use in a bit, but yeah. There's a few things about this game I can explain about the stats. Like, we won't ever get more HP based on what we wear, but we will get a frick load of defense because we have endgame defensive gear. And we will also get a ton of speed, because speed almost entirely comes from your shoe, and we just bought the best shoe in the game. And the defense almost entirely comes from your hat and armor. And we have some really good of those. So we're actually set. We're actually really kitted out as a currently level 1 Merit with only 1 spell. And we're still.
You think we're kitted out enough to go fight the mid boss of the game?
I think so. Yeah. I was gonna say that we're definitely not strong enough to fight the final boss yet, but we can still take out these nerds, these fun friends.
Also, get ready for all your cat jams.
Yeah.
The song is great. All the music in this game is great.
Oh yeah.
But this song in particular is one of my favorites.
Yeah. Very tasty. So I will quiet up. So kind of the strategy for this fight is largely we want to take out the slowest people first. Is how this is going to go down. Right.
Unfortunately, that's Gilda.
Yeah.
My favorite character. She's great.
We'll see more of her later, but yeah, this is basically this marks more or less the middle of the game, and there's a very important cutscene that happens after this fight that opens up a lot of stuff for us. It opens up the ability to buy some of the best weapons in the game. It opens up just some really powerful stuff that we can take advantage of to prepare for the final boss. So there goes Gilda. She kind of exploded a little. She's fine. It happens. And we have a strategy here to take down Gilda first because she's the fastest and she'll take up the most turns, and then take out Oxley here in green, who will try to poison us. And poison is bad because if we take enough ones of damage, it is actually a problem. We only have 15 health, even though we have a billion armor. But one other thing is that Bax, right behind him, has some pretty abusable AI that we've sort of learned, which is that you can kind of back him into a corner, and then if he has nowhere to attack you from, which we know what all of his attacks are, then he'll just kind of chill in the corner for a little bit.
Yep. He basically he can't move far enough to be able to attack you.
Yeah. So
he's gonna try to move to where he would have that opportunity next turn. We just never give it to him.
Yep. So our position there is really precise and really geared towards locking him in these corners. Yeah. There goes the freaking mid-boss in this game with our ultimate party of level 1 Merit.
Level 1 Merit, right? Let's go.
And we're gonna get a boatload of experience from it.
Go straight to level 4.
Yeah. Well, now that Merit has basically proven her worth and defeated like some of the strongest witches and wizards in the school, we're not really gonna see much of her for the rest of the game, unfortunately.
Nope. I'm taking off all her equipment.
Yes.
She gets to take a break. She did a good job.
She is done. She learned how to breathe fire. She learned how to teleport and climb the walls of the school. But she's good now. She needs a nap.
Yeah.
So here we are in Chapter 5, which is the logical conclusion to Chapter 3.
Of course.
But now we have some more friends. We have some friends that basically will finish the rest of the game for us. But Merritt's all tuckered out. Well, that's okay, that's okay. So we now have a full party. We now have every character in the game, more or less, because that one fight is the only sort of cutscene that'll set it so that you have all the characters in your party. That'll set it so like, yeah, because other cutscenes in the game, even if other characters are present for it, even when the cutscene ends, you don't get them. This cutscene, for some reason, you just get all the characters. It just puts them all in your party. So we have them now. We have a full party. We have tons of friends. It also locks our party in sort of a weird state because Ima, our party leader, Z can't really be moving out at all. Merritt can't be moved into the party, and then Rook and Gilda are our other party members that get swapped in and out. And then in the middle, Pertisia also just really wants to be in the party and can't be taken out, which is kind of a problem because she's got some stuff she's got to work out, and we're gonna help her with it, so it'll be fine. But for now, we only really have 2 usable party members out of the 3. Well, that's fine. That's more than 1. So there's some stuff we can do up until we get everyone up and running. But the goal is to get everyone kitted out and ready to take down the final boss. So we're gonna make a few pit stops first to get that all going.
First things first is probably to grab the most important item in the game.
Right,
and there's
yes.
actually a really funny story about this. Ambi, if you want to tell it, you were there. I was not.
Oh yeah, so here we are in the cemetery. This is where we find the most speedrunner friendly enemy in the game for multiple reasons, actually. Back in the last route, which is the route that I made, it didn't get this item that we're looking for, and it didn't do any cross-loading. It didn't do any of the save warping stuff. We were able to get out of bounds in some other ways, and it was more limited. But anyways, we're about to do a battle here that will give us a really, really, really important weapon. And these little funny hedgehogs here, they're great because, well, for one thing, they give really, really, really good experience for how much health they have and like how early on you can fight them. So they just have like the best ratio of like experience to time spent actually finding them. Another thing is that apparently, if you use Rook's Soul Pierce Rook's Soul Pierce ability on them, which is like a steal item move, you get just the best weapon in the game, and it's great. So we'll use that later. We're definitely gonna be seeing that in a bit, but that is called the Nexus Quill, and it is an item that is unique to, I guess, hedgehog type enemies, because there's another enemy with this same sort of sprite look that will also give you Nexus Quills. But it is a unique item. You can only hold one of them at a time. If you use it, you can go back and steal some more. But yeah, all we really need is one of them. So we got our one, and we are basically good to go. That is one of the goals that we need to meet in order to beat the final boss.
That's a big goal, too.
Yeah, it is. It is something that basically cut the route in half, is this one item. Oh, and I didn't actually get into the story of us discovering this item, which is that while we were doing the old route speedrun that involved grinding here quite a bit because we needed some levels, and these were the strongest enemies, the best enemies to grind off of. Chevy Ray, one of the, basically
the person who made the game for the most part.
The main creator of this game, popped into chat while we were doing speedruns, and they were like, "Oh, well, you're here. Have you found the needle yet?" And we had absolutely no idea what they were talking about. And eventually, they explained that these enemies will give you like a quill, will give you a little needle spine on their back that is basically the best and strongest item in the game. But yeah, thank you, Chevy Ray. If you happen to be watching this, it was they were really embarrassed and were like, "Oh no, I ruined it," and it was really cute and really sweet. But thank you so much, because it was a lot of fun to make a new route and do all sorts of stuff with this item.
I ran this game before the quill was a thing, and I've run obviously after the quill is a thing, and the quill being in it is amazing. I like the quill. It's
And
great.
they were super helpful and super nice, and definitely they also designed this game with like speedrunning and stuff in mind, which is also super cool. It's really great to see all that. But oh yeah, and here we're getting a boatload of experience just because these enemies still do give experience. We are going to do a little bit of grinding, but not as much as last route. Because there's a few goals we need to hit before we can actually take on the final boss. We need a sufficiently ready party. We need many gold. And we need a few specific items and weapons that'll help us maximize our damage output. And one thing is that we're all super underleveled for fighting the final boss. Even our strongest character is only like level 13, level 12. If we stacked like all the strongest possible weapons and gears and items on everything to boost their power up to as high as we could possibly go, we'd still do 1 damage against the final boss, which is kind of a problem. So we had to find sort of a solution to, do we want to fight the final boss and just do 1 damage a million times until they're down, or do we want to grind our way up so we actually do damage, or is there anything else we can do? And turns out there is anything else we can do. So what we're going to do is we're going to rob the school.
Yes.
Yes, this entire magic school, all of its useful valuables, all of it is going into our pockets, and we will make use of them.
And that money gets turned into damage.
Yep.
But first, I know we have that awesome all cat incentive that we're working for, but we do fight 1 super boss during the route. This is Codexus.
Yeah.
He's kind of tricky.
Oh yeah, really tough boss, but we're prepared, I think.
Yeah.
So Codexus is an end of the game super boss that we unlocked because we opened up the final area, the spell tower, and we hit some cutscenes in there. And now Codexus is ready to fight.
I'm scared. I can't do it.
Yeah. All right, we beat Codexus, so.
He's gonna give us all his money. So that's
There we go.
a 1.1 specific glitch. Is that for some reason the runaway button's just not gone
Yep.
with Codexus, and you can just run away. And since the prize is given by finishing the battle, you just get all of that, and it's just a whole boat ton of money.
Oh yeah, and the prize is like 4,320 something golds, so we're definitely gonna take that and run.
Thanks, bye.
That is good, quick money.
I will say, however, again, speaking of the all-cat incentive, you cannot do that on the all-cat. Don't worry, I will actually have to fight the all-cat.
Yep. That's the only super boss we can run away from, I promise.
Do we have any time for donations?
Yeah,
believe
go
so,
for it.
yes.
I'm just running around grabbing some stuff.
Fabulous, because I have $100 from Chevy Ray that says
Chevy!
donation goes towards letting Aldra nap.
Aww.
I also have $100 from Alder that says, fight the all-cat. I fell in love with Ikenfell last year, and I decided to do a 100% run of the game because it was just so lovely. The all-cat was by far the most difficult part of the process for me, so I would love to see a pro absolutely destroy it. Also, shout out to this game for having a main party member use neo pronouns. This game is so cute, so queer, it's pure delight.
Absolutely.
It really is.
And we
thank you all so much.
Yeah, I think we are, let's see, at 1,300 out of 4,000. I do have some $5 hype trains going, so make sure you get those donations in. We are running low on time, but I know we can do it, chat. You are more than capable. Go ahead and hit that donation incentive when you get to the donation page. And then again, if we reach the 30,000 by the end of Cadence of Hyrule, we will get to do bonus game 1, the Crypt of the Necrodancer. So don't forget.
It's worth it, trust me. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's a very cool fight.
Oh.
At me, nerd. Get away from
That's
that door.
awesome.
Thank you.
Oh.
Sometimes I like to stand right in front of the door.
Thank
And
you
the elder
all,
does need a nap.
Flame Fatales for letting us do this Ikenfell run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, speaking, I know we were just talking about it, but we're actually going to go get some of the equipment that normally you would have to get to fight the All-Cat.
Yes.
Do you want to explain how the All-Cat gear works
I
for
can
me?
do that,
Abby?
sure.
Yeah.
So, located around the school, there's a myth that's going on. There's a myth that there is the legendary All-Cat hiding somewhere, and there's a myth somewhere also about the regalia of the All-Cat. You can wear the All-Cat's special clothing, which will grant you an audience with such a divine being. And so we're gonna steal the All-Cat's clothes. We're gonna get these not five, but we're gonna get a few pieces of this All-Cat special gear that's behind these All-Cat special doors. Because they're basically just really good endgame gear, so we might as well take them if we can go out of bounds and grab them.
Normally, you'd have to kind of go collect a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a lot
do
of
a whole dealio, but we
yeah.
can just kind of sneak in there.
Normally in the game, it's a lot of fun, just like hunting around, finding these little gems to help open up everything. But we can just go through walls, so we will.
You know?
Sorry walls.
Sorry.
Nothing personnel. We'll just teleport behind them.
Sorry, All-Cat, and stealing all your stuff.
Yeah. So here we are at the beginning of the game again. Bella has been picking up these gems all over the place. Shiny gems and sparkly gems.
Rare gems.
What is it? Rare gems,
Yeah.
yes.
There's 3 types of gems. They're all very confusing.
Yeah. But basically, there's a witch in here that really, really loves gems and also has really, really good items on sale. So we're gonna do something that makes everyone happy. Oh, here's Bax and Oxley again. If you remember them from the mid-boss fight, this is where the first time we're supposed to actually meet them is.
Beam! Gilda's really powerful.
Gilda's a little strong.
Just a touch.
She has so first of all, she's our highest level party member because she's the final character we get, and we get her at a high level, more or less. And also she has a special unique mechanic with her HP going on, which is that you sort of get hinted at this by certain characters in the game if you search around, and you might notice it if you're just playing. But Gilda actually does more or less damage depending on how high her health is. If she has full health, she actually does 1.2 times damage, and if she has really low health, she'll do half damage. But it's really cool, and it also makes it so that she just does a frick load of damage if you keep her at max health, which is exactly what we want and exactly what we want to make use of.
Yeah.
So we opened up the gem shop. We didn't actually go in there yet because there's something else we need to do to prepare for the final boss. So some of our goals for the final boss include get lots of money, get lots of good equipment, and the main one is get an actual usable party. And I mentioned a little while ago that we have sort of 2 usable party members because Bertisia has some stuff going on. She's sort of pushed herself into our party, and we can't take her out. And she doesn't want to participate. She doesn't want to let us control her. If you go into battle with her and let her take some turns, she's actually controlled by an AI. She's controlled by her own force of will, which is great, which is wonderful. But we need her to do some specific things every single turn instead of what she'll just randomly decide to do on her own. For the
It's
final
a
boss
very important
specifically.
role to play.
Yes. All of our party members are geared and have a specific role they need to play in order to actually take down the final boss at level freaking 12 and 13.
Yeah.
Or normally you'd be 20 something by the time you actually hit the final boss. So this cutscene's gonna zoop us back into bounds. Zoop.
Thanks, cutscene.
And we are going to set up a certain spot in here that will give us an autosave in the right location so that we can cross-load it into another save file. So that autosave position is saved.
Whoops.
Oops.
Wrong way around. You do enough of the other ones, yeah.
Yeah, I still get confused with autosave or crossloads every single time. We're out of bounds
so
now.
the way that one works in particular, so you'll notice that I went from the autosave to the save we already made. We do this a couple times in the route because we've made no appreciable progress other than getting to a place that we want to get to. So we haven't gained any levels or picked up any items or anything. So we can kind of plan around that. It's only used in a couple areas, but
yeah, more or less. A lot of the times when you're doing these crossloads, you want to hold on to your equipment and levels and stuff that you've gained along the way. But if you do them backwards like that, then you lose that sort of stuff. But in this case, it doesn't matter. We just want to get our bodies somewhere specific, which is all we need to do. So we do that. So here we buy the floral scarf and the skull charm. So these are items from the gem merchant that we've been picking up gems all over the school to be able to buy. And these two items are the strongest weapons in the game. I think I said that the Nexus Quill is the strongest weapon in the game. These two are also the strongest weapon in the game. So we're going to do one little battle here, which is going to be a trial battle, which you can do in the final dungeon, which gives Gilda her strongest weapon, her strongest wand. It's really hard. It's a nice solo fight. These enemies are very strong and very high level. We
have some more wonky attacks.
Yeah, they also like to not cooperate, and they're really fast. Ooh, that's not cooperating, all right.
That's not cooperating, all right. Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. So we brought the Sekka bombs. Hey, we got a freebie.
Now it's all gonna be okay.
Yeah, some of the stuff that we've been collecting all throughout the game is just like random stuff that we sell for money. And money is basically directly transferable into damage because you can buy bombs with them. And it is pretty expensive. It is really expensive to buy a lot of bombs, so we have to be careful with them. But bombs go through defense. They don't care that your enemy will normally take 1 damage from you. They'll always do this amount of damage. So that's one of the tools we're going to use here against these enemies that have exactly 30 health. And a bit later as well. Right, the Spectre Rail back up. There we go.
Yeah. There's only one of them.
About that. Yeah. The Spectre Rail is a nice little backup weapon that we got in the spell tower as well, which basically works as a single target bomb. Now we have completed Gilda's trial. We have her Star of the Show, which is just a really, really, really strong weapon on our really, really, really strong character. So now that we have that, her power is going to go up and up and up and up and up. It's still not quite high enough to damage the final boss per se, but that's fine. Our next goal just sort of involves doing a little bit of grinding, but not like 10 levels of grinding, just like a level or 2.
A whole lot of equipment happening there.
Yeah, gotta make sure everyone's
Actually, we need to heal Gilda just a little bit.
Ooh, yep, that's right. So Gilda got damaged a little bit there, and I mentioned that her damage is based directly on her health. So we gotta heal her up so that she can actually take down these silly hedgehogs, these funny speedsters. Oh, Gilda, along with being just very, very strong, also has some really useful moves for grinding. She has a move combo we're gonna take advantage of here in this fight, and for the next few fights where we need to level up, she has Thunderstorm.
So I missed that last one on purpose, because one of the things about Thunderstorm is that it can only be used every other turn. And so, considering we have to fight another group of 4, instead of waiting through 4 turns so that Gilda can recharge, we'll just wait through this one person's turn. Saves time, it's faster.
Yeah, just launch a nice beam.
Beam!
That's probably my favorite spell.
It really is cool.
So that will give us experience. Our next goal here is actually to get Gilda specifically to level 14. And all our other party members are going to level up on the way because they're level 3 and level 5. That's okay.
While we level up, do we have time for donations?
Yeah,
Oh,
go for
definitely.
it.
We're just going
All
to be
right,
grinding
cool.
here for a
I've
bit
got
more.
so much love coming in for this game, which is awesome. I have $25 from Schmango Fett that says, I love Ikenfell. I'm super sad I can't watch it live, but looking forward to watching the VOD later. Good luck on the run. Thank you for donating. That's awesome. I also have a few cat-related ones coming in. I have $5 from that $5 hype train going from Dr. Zoemg PhD that says, Ikenfell, more like, can I feel some kitties?
You sure can.
Totally. And then I have $50 from Random Numbers that says, did you ask for a $5 train? Here's a few to get things moving. Best of luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I will say, I know puns are always a fun thing. There are a lot of really perfect cat puns out there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would love to read more puns, chat. You've got some good ones. I've already seen them going through chat. Just get them through in donation form. Make me say them out loud. It'll be a good time. Promise. Ooh, I
Actually, if you have some more,
one.
we're still just
Yeah.
doing some fighting.
Oh, absolutely. I have one for $50 from, ooh, I'm gonna try my best, Learcheer, perhaps, that says, you pet the cat. Its purring relaxes you. That was nice. Thank you for the $50. I also have $25 from Winterful141, and it says, I don't know what an all cat is, but if it's all cat, it must be both adorable and deadly.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they say, greeting from Finland. I don't know how to pronounce it. I could try. It's Tervesia Suomesta, perhaps. That was my my best guess. Thank you. And where's the one I was looking for? There we go. $5 from Seductive Cleopatra, saying, super fun to see Ikenfell beaten so quickly. Thank you for choosing this game and raising money for an amazing cause. Less than 3. Thank you for your $5 donation. And it looks like, let me refresh. We are still working towards that goal. We've got a bit to go. We're at 1,457. We have to get 4,000. And remember, if we get the 4,000 and then we end up getting the second incentive for Cadence of Hyrule, we will also meet that 30K goal that we have going for us. So it's 2 for the price of 1, if you will. You can meet an incentive and also meet that bonus game number 1 that comes after Cadence of Hyrule. So we can absolutely do it. Let's go.
I will say you have time. Not a lot of time, but you have time.
You've got
And
the
we're
time.
coming
We can
up on
do
the
it.
final bosses. The final bosses are half of this run.
Yes,
So
we are almost there. We are extremely
just-
almost ready to take down the final boss.
and this is a fight that's very particular.
Oh, yep. So this one, you have basically exactly enough power that you need to do this one thing, using every possible tool available to you, which is really good.
And there's a slight scary thing, because this power flower only works for 1 turn. So you have to know that you're doing the right turn for it. And that sack boy in the bottom left corner there can run forward and hit Gilda. So you have to be real careful about throwing your power flower out too quickly.
Yep, and then if Gilda has even 1 HP lost, this won't work. Because they have exactly 18 health.
Exactly.
There we go.
Yeah.
So that's the end of our grinding. Gilda should be exactly as strong as we need her to be, because she is going to be our frontline party member, our star of the show.
Absolutely.
So she
Again,
just
my
learned
favorite
teleport.
character. She's great.
Yeah, teleport is the strongest spell in the game. It does no damage. But there's a combo we can do with the strongest weapon in the game. And it is one that you'll see. That'll be easier to explain when we actually see it in battle. But it's called the Skull Charm. And it's something that lets Gilda do a bunch of damage to the final boss, regardless of how much defense they have. So it'll always do like a set amount of damage, depending on her power, which doesn't take into account the enemy's defense at all, which is exactly what we need to not do 1 damage to the final boss over and over again. All right, so Bella, are you ready to fight the final boss?
Almost. I gotta do a lot of menuing first.
Yes, menuing. So Pertija doesn't need a weapon. Yeah, she's not gonna use it. And it's more worth the money of the weapon than it is the weapon of the weapon.
Yep.
Yes.
It's always very important to double check that menu because I'm about to
Yeah.
sell everything.
So. This is my favorite part.
You kept a lot of our damage items. That's really good.
Nice. So we try to sell everything that won't come in handy in this battle. so we have as much money as possible, and so we don't have to waste time menuing through a bunch of use items. We will buy a bunch of potions, we will buy a ton of bombs, which is where a lot of our damage is going to come from. But yeah, when the fight comes, I can sort of explain what our strategy is, because it's kind of a lot of pieces coming together that turn into a sort of impossible fight into one that actually kind of works really well, and I really love it. I really love the strategy for taking down this final boss.
And actually, one of my favorite things, my favorite skip of the game is coming up, which is the crossload we're about to do.
Yes.
After I grab these safety mushrooms.
Right. Some more poison resistance, poison healing.
We're gonna be seeing a lot of that. So I just skipped one of the final bosses.
Yep, Eldra can take a nap.
Eldra can take a nap. Eldra doesn't have to worry. She can just chill out. She's good.
We just skipped a very, 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 very hard and strong fight, one that used to give us a lot of trouble. Now we're onto the real final boss, because we were able to go through that wall, but we can't get behind this final boss without beating him up a little bit.
Alright, so you want to explain kind of everyone's role in here?
Yeah, so we have geared up everyone and prepared everyone with a certain specific role. I talked about Gilda having a certain item that makes her do like defense piercing damage, Skull Charm. And what her main combo is that whenever she teleports, she gets a free turn afterwards. And the way Skull Charm works is that at the start of your turn, everyone around you takes a bunch of damage. Like defense piercing, and yeah, boop, 10 damage. So Gilda's gonna be our frontline tank. She's gonna be teleporting whenever she can, and she's just gonna be a general nuisance. And she's also pretty tanky too, because she has pretty good equipment and is pretty high level. So all that's super nice, all that works out pretty well. Partija, unfortunately, can't really, so Partija isn't really here specifically because we need Partija. Partija, the girl with the white hair, is going to be throwing these bombs every freaking turn that she can. Partija, even though we made it so that she's usable in the party now, we can't actually take her out of the party, and there might be other options for other characters that would work better. But she's doing her best, and she's doing great. She has the floral scarf on, which is an item that we picked up at the gem store. That basically, if you might have noticed some of the characters getting freebies a while back earlier. And if you're familiar with like a Super Mario's RPG, there's a system in there called the freebie system, where whenever you use an item, there's a chance you'll get a freebie. You'll just get that item back. So it's like you never even lost it. Well, the floral scarf has that. If you're wearing it, then every item you use on that character has a 50% chance to freebie, to just be fully refunded. So that basically kind of mathematically doubles the amount of gold that we have to work with, because if we just have 14,000 gold worth of bombs on Partija, but it's statistically like doubled more or less, then we basically have 28,000 gold worth of bombs on Partija, just keep throwing over and over again, which is a lot of damage. But Partija will be doing something special later on that doesn't involve throwing bombs, which is something to do with another really strong weapon. In Ima, if you've normally played this game, you might have used Ima as more of like a damage dealer, because Z has some really powerful skills for just dealing a ton of damage at once, and also some really good support skills, and just some really good stuff, and can lay traps down that deal also a bunch of damage. But also, Ima is the only person that we have that has any sort of healing spells, really, and those spells are really good. So we've sort of focused Ima into a full-time healer, because only Gilda is able to do damage with Skull Charm, and then only Partija is able to do damage with bombs. Ima's not really going to be able to do any damage, even if we use like, or even if we even if we wanted to, basically, we can make Ima do any damage.
You want to explain Glitchy Shocker real quick?
I can do that, yeah. There's a glitch that I think Espeon found in the game's code, which I'm pretty sure is being removed in newer versions, but so the spell Shocker that Gilda has normally has like a component to it where it like delays the enemy and it pushes their turn further back. But we found out that if you get a nice on the timing of the hit, instead of a great on the timing that specifically affects like the slowing portion of the attack, because there's two spots of it. But to simplify, if you get a nice instead of a great, you actually slow them down a lot more. You push their turn back a lot further, and it pushes their turn back so far it basically eats their entire turn. So everyone in the shocker in that like that little AoE around Gilda that gets hit by it just completely loses their turn for a little while. And it's not super spammable because it does have a cooldown, but it is really nice whenever you get to use it. And that's the glitchy shocker technique. So Gilda,
Very situational.
yeah, very situational. You have a lot of different options, and this yeah, while there is just sort of like guidelines for what you do on each turn for each of this fight, it's not like each turn you do this and then this and then this and then this and this and then this. It's you react based off of, you know, what seems like the right move. Do I use the speed up spell? Do I use a teleport? Do I heal someone? It's all based on like, you know, how do I keep this fight going, and do I rush them down because they're low on health now? So yeah, it's really cool. You sort of have all this sort of freedom to do the final boss fight, and it's not like a completely like optimized. You have to do everything in sequence, otherwise you're just not going fast enough, because there's so much in this game that you can't really control. The enemies will run around and do different moves, and you can't really AI manipulate too many enemies. So yeah, it makes it so it's a nice like dynamic fight that you have to practice, which is a lot of fun. It's a lot better than just like I'm not sure if it's a lot better or anything, but I personally enjoy it more than just like a fight you have to exactly memorize.
I will say, like, that's the thing I love about this game as like a speedrun. That's what makes it really fun for me, is that everything outside of the battles is busted. But the battles you have to play legit.
Yeah. Even with the strongest items and stuff in the game, we still have to come up with a strategy. We can't just like burst the final boss in 2 hits or something. It's still a really hard fight, and there's nothing else we can do other than just like grind more or get more money for items, which we've basically done as much as efficiently as we possibly can to be able to actually win this fight. So yeah, it makes it a really interesting dynamic. So it's not you crush the boss, or it's not you get crushed by the boss and maybe have a chance to win. It's just a nice balance where if you're playing better and doing well and all this stuff, then you can even like skip stuff. You can even just like not buy as many potions, just buy more bombs. You can sort of fine tune it however you want to go. So there's this teleport skull charm combo, and that'll finish off Oxley 2, or sorry, Oxley 3.
And now we're on to the real final boss.
Yes, so that was the final boss, the final boss, and the final boss. But now we're on the final boss.
And this first boss, it's not even his final form. Sorry, I had to.
Oh, now we get to see a new technique. We get to see what we freaking stole from those hedgehogs that wins us this game. And that is an item called the Nexus Quill. So Partisia is going to throw it, because remember, she has the floral scarf. And what that'll do is give her 50% chance to get another free Nexus Quill. Which would be really good to get, because it does this.
Nice.
Yeah,
First
cool.
try.
So Nexus Quill, what Nexus Quill does, the item that the funny hedgehog gives you, is it takes out a quarter of any enemy's health. So if an enemy has, say, like 250 health, or has, wait, how much does this one have?
This one's
300.
300, yeah.
Yeah, if an enemy has, say, 300 health, then they'll just lose 75 of it, and that's really good, considering we got this item for free, considering the bombs that we spend 1,000 gold on each only do like 25 damage. It's really nice. It is just a really good way to see big funny numbers happen. And not only that, but we have another one now, so we we can make use of that.
I don't know if you spoke to it, Ambi, but what's the limitation of the Nexus Quill?
Right. So the Nexus Quill, unfortunately, you can't ever get more than one of them at a time. So if you try to go to the hedgehogs and try to steal another one, it just wouldn't give you one. It'll give you some watermelons instead, which are less useful. They're worth about like 7,500 gold less. And yeah, so in terms of balancing a budget, it would be nice if we could just get 20 Nexus Coils and then maybe not even have to buy bombs at all. But, no, because you can only hold one at a time, what we do is actually reset strats. If we ever, if we didn't get this first Nexus Quill freebie, then we would lose the fight as quickly as possible, then refight this boss, which really only just takes like a few seconds, which is really nice. And then try again, because it's a 50% chance of success. And if you don't get it, then you basically lose like 3,000 gold. In terms of just like money that you would need to spend on bombs to do this equivalent amount of damage. So we still have that Nexus Quill because we freebied it, which is really, really good. Oh, Gilda!
So he set a trap on that entire row.
Yeah.
And there's it's a 1 in 3 chance of you actually hitting the trap. And I take a personal strategy of be a little risky because I have a million of these resurrection items. And find out if Gilda can move to and fro, because Gilda being able to move is important because of teleport. So.
Oh. I can also explain a little bit more about our battle strategy for this boss as well, because you can see we have everyone lined up at the back, really, and just grouping up your characters in general like this is really, really powerful. So we want to do it
not in the
all cat, actually. Oh yeah, I guess.
Very bad idea in the all cat. Don't do it.
Yeah, except for some specific evil enemies that'll take advantage of that and mess you up. But for this fight especially, you want to stay grouped up so you can hit everyone with Ima's AoE heal. So you can have all the enemies group up together so you can hit them all with bombs. And it's just a good idea to keep everyone in this sort of position in the back, with Ima in the very, very back, Cortesia in the middle back, and then Gilda just sort of having more free reign of going everywhere. Yeah. And that just helps us have everything working as we plan. Now Phantom, the final boss here, is going to keep summoning friends, and friends of friends, and friends. When bosses summon enemies, they're usually really annoying. They're usually basically just as strong as the boss in terms of like damage they'll do. They'll take up turns, and they'll be really, really fast. So you can see our turn meter at the very top right is like mostly the boss and boss's friends, not really us so much. So we do want to take care of these enemies as much as we can. And luckily, since they all group up so well, a good bomb or two does the trick. And Gilda can help too with some teleports.
We might see a clutch here. No, okay.
Right, so that regen that Ima gives is really, really powerful. It gives like, yeah, it's an AoE. It hits everyone you can hit with it. It heals you for 4 or 5 times for like 6 damage. It's just, if you stretch it out and make use of all that healing for all the characters, it's just so much value that we can get away with being level 12.
And actually, as we kind of make our way, phase 1 is we're almost through there, but now would actually be a good time for a couple donations, I think.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have tons, and most of them are cat related, of course, and that's all
yeah,
we
more
wanted.
cats. Meowsers.
So Elsie donates $25. Just says we want cats.
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
$25 more from Captured Bird that says cats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
We are totally getting there. We are. Let me triple check. Almost halfway there, chat. You can do it. I know that Frozen Flygon donated $15 and said 3 tickets to the $5 train, please.
Yeah.
And then $10 from Som that says, my wife knuckled down and beat this game just so she could tune in to this run tonight. It's the highlight of our August. All hail the All Cat. Thank you for that donation.
Yeah. And also congrats on beating the game. It can be hard.
I'm really glad you enjoyed this game too, because me and Bella both love it. Yeah, and one big reason to actually do this in the marathon is to show it off and show it to more people and just have fun and just have a good time and
Heck yeah.
heck yeah.
We can go with some more donations. We're good.
Yeah, it's just nice and chill for a bit.
Okay, awesome. I have $20 from Zater, no comment, but thank you. Marish donates $25, no comment, but thank you. Adel Twin Tone donates $25 and says, "Good luck on the run, y'all."
Oh, so many spikes. So many little hidden.
Oh, wait, she didn't go down. What am I doing? I just assumed. Nope, can't throw a bomb. Continue, sorry, my bad.
No problem. You're the speedrunner here. It's all about you. No problem. $250 with no comment from Agooks. Thank you so much for that generous donation. $25 from Pandora that says, "Even if I can make very few of the streaming hours, Flame Fatales has the best vibes. Less than 3, love to everyone. I need to sleep. Zzz." Enjoy your sleep and thank you for your $25.
Oh, Bella, I did want to say that you're doing really, really good this fight. You're kicking Phantom's butt, so keep it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it just takes a little, he has a lot of help. It's a lot of this for a little bit. So actually, we're doing particularly good because we've managed to clear out most of the ads. They've kind of grouped up very nicely for me.
That's always
This
nice,
run.
yeah.
Appreciate. Well, I'm 0 for 0 on all those floor traps.
That's okay. If that's where all the bad RNG comes in, I think that's fine.
Honestly, first try Quill, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that Quill, we're actually gonna save it for the next phase of the final boss because both of this phase and the next phase have 300 max health. And I think I said that the Quill takes like a quarter of the enemy's health. It actually takes a quarter of the enemy's current health. So if they only have like 100 health left, then it'll only do like 25 damage. So it's most efficient and most helpful to like space them out when you use them. So now that Phantom is in another form that has 300 health again, now is when you want to throw that Quill freebie, and that'll
He
do.
sometimes likes to hang out by Gildan and take a free skull charm tick. Make that Quill just a little bit worse.
And also, this phase of Phantom is when things start to get scarier and scarier, because this Phantom will summon many, many friends all the time and won't stop. And those friends are strong and scary. And also, as Phantom gets lower, he'll start doing stuff that will displace your characters a lot, which will shove them all to other sides of the field, which can get really, really bad, since our main strategy is grouping everyone up together. And once that happens, the fight just sort of goes off the rails, and you have to improvise, which is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Sometimes you can freebie that Quill as well, and it's
Yeah, but it's not a too big deal if that Quill doesn't freebie, just some nice extra bonus do damage. But
we're actually
looking
doing
good.
pretty okay on bombs.
Right.
Yeah. And so the other thing that makes this version of Phantom interesting, I don't know if you touched on this, Hamby, but since he's flying, he can't step on his own floor traps. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
didn't
that's
see
funny
it
too,
in the
yeah.
last phase, but he can.
It's always nice to see where he just clears his own traps for you.
You love to see it. Yeah. So largely, for now, as long as things don't go off the wall, strategy's mostly the same. So we do have time for more donations. This is the second out of 3 phases. We are getting very close to the end of the run.
Yeah.
So let's chat. Go for it. I believe in you, $5 train. You can do it.
And they are certainly coming in. Thank you. And a lot of people are donating more than $5, which is even better.
Yeah.
I have $25 from Lyrally, perhaps. Sorry if I butchered that, but thank you for your $25. No comment on that one. I have $10 from Ian Frodo saying, "Good luck to all the ladies with their runs this week." Thank you for the 2 tickets for the $5 train. JLT donates $50, no comment, but there you go. You got your that's math. 10 tickets to a $5 train. I shouldn't try to do math when I'm doing this. Nanobite1667 donates $50, saying, It would be a catastrophe if the donation incentives weren't met. Let's get this all cat fight incentive met right meow.
Meow.
Agreed.
Right,
Let me
meow.
see, where are we with that? Getting ever closer to halfway. Chat, we can do it. This is the big push for it. I know you can do it. Like we said, $5 train. Let's go. Choo choo. Got time for more?
Yeah, go for it. Yep,
Okay.
we're trucking along. I got warped around a bit. I'm still getting warped around a bit. It's a wild
right.
time. It's a good time to be alive. You know.
Cool. $5 from Regali says, cat? Lord Acadius donates $5 and says, Her Royal Meowjesty, Ho Pet Me Now, Shouty McShoutface, wow, that's quite a name, would agree with me. All cats deserve pets when they want it. Please put this towards the most meownificent of incentives to fight the all cat. Thank you for that $5.
Are there any more donations happening?
Oh, for sure. Caterade donates $5 and says, Hey GDQ, never played this game, but it looks super cool. And I have to say, the commentator is doing a very good job keeping us up to speed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fairy Moth.
I've always supported Malala's mission being an education worker myself, so I'm happy to put my money towards a cause like this. Also putting this towards the all-cat fight. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, I want to mention real quickly, that's, Caterade. Caterade is a fun friend, so thank you. I do VTubering. I speedrun as the VTuber, and I have a fairy moth persona, so when I say thank you, thank you very much, I tend to go with thank you, fairy moth instead.
It's adorable. It's 10 out of 10. A good brand.
Thank you, fairy moth.
Mm-hmm. You can keep going, yeah.
Yeah.
Just juking it out over here.
Okay, sweet. And it looks like we have surpassed 2,000. We're officially over halfway there. Chad, keep it going. Keep those $5 donation trains coming. I would love to see this incentive get met.
Me too.
Yeah.
Hey, Faeryambi just donated $15 and said, You got this, Bella. Less than 3.
Oh wow, what's up with that? That's weird, huh?
Wow.
Super strange.
Bella,
Wild.
yeah.
Ambi.
You're doing good.
Heck yeah. We're getting there.
This bat, dragon, snake,
Thing.
ghost.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah, you know, Phantom is a lot of things.
$25 just came in from Roadkill Revenge that says, Love all the indie games featured at this event. Good runs, great vibes, best runners. And then $100 from Fourth Strongest. No comment, but thank you so much for your $100. We are inching ever closer. Let's see where we're at now. Oh yeah, it's going up fast now. Chat, you can do this. I believe. We want to see that all cat fight.
Do you want to step in for a second? I think that was the first clutch of the game, unless I missed some.
I think it was. I don't think I've
Yeah.
clutched before that.
There we go. So Ima just sort of got knocked down at 3 health left, and then got back up at 1. So whenever you get knocked down in this game, if you guard it perfectly, then you will survive at 1 health as a clutch, and it'll always happen just like one time, once per fight. You get a free clutch on each character. So yeah. So that's something that's nice that we can kind of know that we're gonna go down here, but do we want to revive right away, or do we want to use a healing potion and get up? So yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
here
this is the final phase. It goes by very fast. We have maybe 5 minutes, maybe a little less. So
Yeah.
we're real close. We're almost there.
Yeah, so here's Final Phantom, Final Famp to C7.
Okay. Can't make me laugh while I'm doing these blocks.
I think this is literally the 7th final boss. The final,
It really
final,
is,
final,
though.
final boss. So here's, yep. Yeah, I mean, we did
Very
skip
good.
one of them, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
this one is
No, but
more
it's
of
7.
a, yeah, this one has less health than the other phases and is easier to take down, but still has some scary attacks, still has some full party attacks, which I will be quiet for.
This one's fine.
Oh yeah.
Pain Spiral is the worst. I have like a depth perception thing.
Oh, gotcha,
whole
yeah. And it is quite tricky to block and quite easy to get destroyed on at the final stretch when you're like, oh, I'm done, I won, I
got
beat
it.
this boss, and then you perish. I've done that, it's fun.
Taste bitter defeat. I sure have too.
Oh, one more thing though is that because Ima is down and we only have 2 party members up, Phantom's Pain Spiral will only like do 4 attack animations. Yeah, because it's 2 attacks for everyone who's up. So one strategy is to just have some party members down on the ground, so you don't have to watch their attack animation or their defense animation.
Sometimes you do it on purpose, sometimes it happens and you're just like,
And you
yeah, I'm
roll
gonna
with
leave it,
yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Normally for marathon safety I wouldn't, but we're doing pretty okay right now.
Oh yeah, definitely looking good. Oh yeah, there is a funny little glitch on Merit Solo, the version mode speedrun of this game where you just beat the entire game with Merit, where it kind of glitches out because it kind of expects you to have a full party here, so that attack will sort of like be improperly animated and be impossible to block sometimes. So just be careful of that the next time you're playing Merit Solo mode, the mode where you have to glitch yourself out of bounds as Merit and beat the whole game with her alone. Yeah.
We actually have a little time for more donations. This guy's almost down, but yeah.
Yeah, they're coming
Go
in.
for it.
I'm
You
ready.
can read some more, go for it, go ham.
Cool. $25 from Val that says, if there is a cat bus, there must certainly be a cat train. Choo choo meow. $20 from Average Joestar says, my cat demanded pets as I was donating. All cats deserve pets.
It's very true.
And $15 from Erica says, 1 ticket on the $5 train for each of our cats. All cats are welcome on the train, so feel free to donate for your cats too.
Yeah, pet the cats. They're helping
the
us out a lot this
kitties.
game, so we gotta return the favor.
I mean, these kibbies are gonna pet us more like
Yeah.
very aggressively.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's fine. Kitty pets are kitty pets.
That's true. You can keep going.
So yeah,
Okay.
Khadijah has been hucking bombs all this time, and Gilda's just been skull charming.
And that's it. Time's coming up when the screen goes black. And time.
Time!
Very good.
That's Ikenfell, any
That was
percent.
Ikenfell.
Out of
Yeah.
bounds mode. Great job, Bella.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Great freaking work.
Even with the giant flaming sword. Yeah, so I guess shout outs are in order. So shout out to the Ikenfell community, Astoles, who found the cross-loading glitch. It made the run way more fun, way cool. Like, it was fun before, but it's really cool glitch.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Espion, who wrote this current route. He did a really good job. Ambi, did you have anyone you wanted to shout out?
Oh,
I guess shout out to Chevy.
shout out
They're
to
a really
Chevy
big
Ray
part of
again
the
for-
community, and they made this game.
Yep.
And
Definitely.
they're awesome. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's see. Well, shout out to my partners. Shout out to Kiki and Serena. I'm pretty sure they're watching. Hi.
awesome, sweet, yeah. So
That was a lot of fun. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for inviting me on the commentary, Bella, because this was really cool.
So nice having you. And if anyone is interested in learning this speedrun, we do have a Discord. There's a really good guide out there, and we're all really welcoming and really love new people. So drop on by if you have questions. Ask. I'll personally be there, and everyone else will
me
be
too.
So yeah, okay. I think that's all we have for now.
Yeah, I think we might want to, I guess, check the
Yeah,
how the
check that
incentive's
cat.
doing, and see what to do from here.
Yeah.
Looks like all cat is at 2,300. So it wasn't met, but thank you so much for all of the wonderful donations to a great cause.
Yeah,
Thank you all for your donations.
Heck yeah.
Of course. And all the good cat puns. I heard a couple. It was great. Wonderfully appreciated. Yeah.
I do have a couple more ending donations if you would like to hear them.
Go for it, please.
Definitely,
All
yeah.
right, great.
Hit me.
So I have $25 from that $5 hype train from Yukapo that says $5 for the cat train. Thank you so much. Or 5 tickets for the cat train. That makes more sense. Plato2876 had donated $250 saying, looking forward to the cat-filled fight. Time to reveal the inner demon in all adorable cats.
They're feisty. All cats are gremlins, secretly. I don't know if you know this. They are.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else we got to mention. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well, thank you again so much. It was a ton of fun. And yeah.
Yeah.
Great
Thank you all
job,
so much
Bella.
for having us. Thank you. Yeah, cool. We're gonna read some more donations. We should go for. I'm gonna let some cool music.
RoboLane donates $5 and says, this game looks super cool and the boss looks so sad. Let's see this all cat. Thank you so much for the $5. Dav donates $10 and says, I just finished this game recently. It's so good and so nice to see others playing it. All hail the all cat. And thank you so much for that push towards all cat. It was really appreciated. You all donated to a wonderful cause. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And then finishing up some of these all cat donations. Emmy Lemming donated $100 and said, I'm the wife that just beat this game. It's so good. All hail the all cat. Thank you so much for the $100 and congratulations on beating the game. Now, I know we just got off of one incentive, but I also want to remind you there is another incentive that will be coming up very, very soon, and that is the glitch exhibition for Cadence of Hyrule. So make sure you're getting your donations in for the next incentive. You're not going to want to miss that. So we are going to head to a prize segment.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Flame Fatales. I'm Frozen Flygon, and I'm here as always with.
Oh, I'm Sent, and I still can't figure out how to actually eat this pizza.
Oh, okay. We have a pizza friend over here. We're here to talk to you about the amazing prizes we have for today. And just a reminder, you can see all of the prizes and pictures of everything at GamesDoneQuick.com. Go to the tracker, check everything out for today, for tomorrow, for the rest of the marathon.
Go look at all of them. There are so many beautiful prizes out there, Frozen. And, you know, let's talk about some.
Yes, let's do it.
I got one of them right here. So from our friends over at Fangamer, we have the Travel Guide to Earthbound. I love this book. It's such a cool idea. It's a Diogenes. Behold, a prize. But it's an in-universe kind of travel guide for Earthbound. So it's, written and illustrated like it was, telling you to go to the different places in
Where can
Earthbound,
I
like
get food
3
there?
and 4 side. Yeah. Like, what are the attractions you can do? Who are the people you can meet? Who are the, world-ending apocalyptic threats you can find? All of that information and more in this lovely travel guide to Eagle Land. Super cool. $10 minimum donation. And thank you so much to our friends over at Fangamer for sending that out to us.
Absolutely. And we have a donation from another friend of the stream. We've got from Puzzle Pete, this beautiful GDQ Pride painting.
Oh, I love that
We
painting.
have all of these gorgeous hand-drawn symbols around it. We got Velocity, of course, GDQ mascot, and plenty of glitter, of course.
I love that. It's a little hard to see on the stream right now just because we're under some really heavy lights, but the GDQ is a silver paint covered in glitter, and it's just absolutely adorable. P's artwork is always so amazing. It's a $15 minimum donation. You got to get those donations in today, though, if you'd like to win. And you should definitely get those donations in because at $30,000, like Briesbe just mentioned, we will have a bonus game added to the schedule. It's going to be Cryptid the Necrodancer, but the music is going to be wrong. Cryptid the Necrodancer, incredibly difficult rhythm roguelike game. How do you play that with the wrong music?
Do that? I don't know.
Like playing that without music, hard.
Right.
Playing that with music that's in the wrong tempo, what?
And we're going to be able to change it at any time with the music bid war.
I didn't know about
yes.
that.
Yes. So at any time, say country starts winning a country remix, we're going to put that on.
No.
And during the run.
That's impossible.
We need to see that happen.
I declare it right now. That's impossible. Nobody could do that. Twitch chat, prove me wrong.
Honestly, want to show us the next prize we got?
Oh, dude, I so want to show everyone the next prize we have. We have from Fangamer a beautiful hype scarf. It's a GDQ scarf. It's a controller scarf. It's all of these things in a lovely scarf. I'm trying to find the GDQ logo on it. You know I'm bad with directions. Why did I get the scarf? This is super cool. This was part of an apparel line that Fangamer had with GDQ stuff about, I want to say, SGDQ 2019 or so. Super cool stuff. Unfortunately, no longer available. So if you are interested in winning this scarf, you won't win this one. This is actually my scarf. We still have one that's completely sealed and packaged, so you don't have to worry about that. $20 minimum donation. They are so great. They're so warm. I'm going to put it on right now. It's kind of cold in here.
It's chilly in the studio, and that scarf is so beautiful for everyone. Oh, it's great.
Absolutely excellent. Now, we also have this absolutely lovely Hollow Knight Collector's Edition for PS4. Hollow Knight, incredible game if you haven't gotten the chance to play it. The Collector's Edition, super cool, comes with a bunch of fun little bonuses. You can see it on the front there. There's a lovely little vessel figurine. You also get a steelbook case for the game, as well as a hand-done cloth map of Hollow Nest itself.
Oh my goodness.
Which, that world is so beautiful, so well drawn, so expansive. You definitely want that cloth map, and it's only, I believe, a $20 minimum donation today, so make sure to get those donations in, everyone.
Absolutely, and Hollow Knight, you know, an amazing indie game, and we have another prize from another fan favorite indie game. We have the Ori figurine with a little, like, you know, tree that she can sit on. This was brought to us by Storyteller Cosplay and Cute Monster Props, and it is cute. I mean, oh my goodness, look at this.
It is incredible. The two of them, Storyteller Props and Cute Monster Cosplay. Wow, I can't say words tonight. I'm struggling. Regardless, the both of them have done some absolutely amazing work, and this statue is no exception. I mean, Ori is beautifully modeled, slots into some slots on the log. So Ori will just kind of neutrally stand on the log if, you know, you have it on a flat solid surface.
I'm bad at putting her in the handholds, but
it's okay. I'm bad at words, Frozen. We all have our own strengths. But if I could just show off the log itself for a bit while you hold Ori.
Yes, I will.
Even the log itself is super amazingly detailed. You have all of the shrubbery and the fungus poking out from it. Something I really wanted to accentuate is the water.
I love the water underneath it.
It's so cool. Like, it's this beautiful light blue clear resin. You have like the little flowers growing in it. Even the inside of the log is detailed and modeled.
You can see it like going into the water. It's gorgeous.
It's so cool. This is just such an amazing job. Thank you so much to Storyteller Cosplay and Cute Monster Props.
There we go.
I did it. Yes. And they certainly did it with this amazing Ori statue.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. $25 minimum donation, but you got to get it in tonight if you want a chance to win Ori. And of course, $25 is a quarter of the way to our grand prize, isn't it, Frozen?
I think that's correct math. Yeah, 25 times 4 gets us to 100.
I can't do words, but I can do math.
Yo, nice.
I promise.
All right, that's great.
But yes, our grand prize is, of course, a PlayStation PlayStation 5. You can't find PlayStation 5s right now. We got a standard edition PlayStation 5 for all of you, but you have to donate $100 cumulatively throughout the event.
Yep.
So that means, hey, getting $25 today, you're going to get into everything we talked about, as well as some more amazing prizes. Getting $25 tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, and before you know it, you're going to be entered into that great grand prize.
Of course, and all of that money is going directly to Malala Fund, making a difference in the lives of women everywhere, helping them get their education, opportunities they might not have without this organization.
Indeed, every dollar is going to an amazing, amazing charity. Now, I think that's just about all the time we have. But as always, if you have any questions about the prizes or anything about the marathon at all, you should head over to gamesdonequick.com. You should check out the tracker because it's got all the information you need on upcoming speed runs, like the Cadence of Hyrule run we're about to watch.
Yes, I'm super excited.
Like that bonus run that hopefully we're going to get in the marathon if we reach $30,000.
We can do this.
Incentives that you can put your donations towards, because remember, you don't have to specifically donate towards the prizes. Put your donations towards all of the amazing incentives that are available. You don't have to specifically put your donation towards getting that bonus game in the marathon either.
That's the
just
great
need
part about
$30,000 in
it.
total. But please do get those donations in. And of course, all of the amazing prizes that are available today, tomorrow, and every day for the rest of the week. I've been sent. Joining me has been the wonderful Frozen Flygon.
Yes.
We're excited to be here. We're excited to watch Cadence of Hyrule, and we hope that you don't go anywhere so you can watch it too.
Hello and welcome back to Flame Fatales 2021, powered by women. If you are looking for something to do after Flame Fatales goes offline tonight when we're running that sleep low percent from our computer chairs, it's on the schedule, you can check. I highly recommend checking out Assembly. So Assembly is a digital newsletter and publication from Malala Fund. Co-founded by student and Nobel laureate Malala Yousafzai, Malala Fund works to create a world where all girls can learn and lead. I was actually just reading one recently from the website titled Building a Next Generation of Pakistani Women Scientists. And it was talking about working to change the mentality of gender bias in the sciences for young girls. And as a former science educator, that one really stuck with me and hit home. So you can check it out, and you can go to assembly.malala.org, and you can scroll through some of those articles, find something that resonates with you. And if you didn't already have a reason to donate to this great cause, I guarantee you will find it there. So feel free to check that out. It is a really, really neat site. I do have tons of donations rolling in. You guys heard about the incentive for the glitch exhibition, and you are going for it. We are almost halfway to the 4,000 mark, so we are at a little over 18,000. So I will read off some of your wonderful donations. Here is $20 from Bellatrix Melody. Says, it was such an honor being able to run for Flame Fatales 2021. I had a meow-verless time running per you. May the rest of the event go off without a scritch as we raise money for this ponderful clause. Thank you so much, Bellatrix, and congrats again on your run. I have $50 from Anonymous that says, thank you everyone and much love for being a ray of light in a time that feels so dark. I'm glad I can watch GDQ when things feel like they're falling apart. Thank you for your donation. EVXXE donates $20 and just says, less than 3, ooh ooh. I have $10 from Lucas. No comment, but thank you so much for your $10. And that number is climbing for that glitch exhibition. We are getting ever closer. Keep it coming. You all are awesome. We also have the outfit choice going. The bids for the outfit for Cadence of Hyrule. Currently, blue is winning with $25. Red is in second place with $5. And standard, $0. Y'all want some colors. So if you would like to change the color of the character in Cadence of Hyrule, you can donate for that as well. $50 comes from Queen Mabs saying, go bonus game! And yes, as you're donating towards these incentives, there is also a bonus game to be met. And after we get to 30,000, which we are $5,000 away from, we will get to see the Aria Wrong Music Hard the Crypt of the Necrodancer. There we go. Stuck in my head. We will get to see that game played. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. I was watching a practice run VOD of it last night, and I don't even know how it's possible. I physically wouldn't be able to do it. That's why we leave it to the pros. So yes, get to that 30,000, unlock that bonus game 1. We are flying towards it. That one last push for the night. I know we can do it. Get those donations in. Hey, I have $25 from a familiar name, Mr. Game & Shout, and says, the only problem with Cadence of Hyrule speedrun is that the music is so good and I want to hear more of it. Best of luck to Kylaria, and shout out to briesbe. Wow, that's my name and I messed it up. Holding it down for the host fam, less than 3. Thank you so much, Game & Shout. And y'all are doing it. We just surpassed the 2,000 mark before the game even started. We are halfway to the glitch exhibition. I don't know about you. I like seeing glitches. I love seeing glitch exhibitions. Let's get it going. Oh, I like this one. $25 from Anani Mouse says, are the cats gone? Is it safe to come out now? I think the cats are gone. I can't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure the cats are gone. It's safe to come out. Thank you so much for the $25, Anani Mouse. Anonymous donates $100. No comment on that one, but thank you so much for your $100. And I have another $25 anonymous donation. No comment as well, but thank you so much for your donation. So I think some of you caught that prize segment with Scent and Frozen Flygon before the break we just had. And I've been eyeballing that prize page. And let me tell you, there are some incredible prizes. In case you missed it, you can go to gamesdonequick.com and you can check them out at the prizes tab. But there are so many prizes you could win that will be closing out at the end of today's runs. So be sure to check out the prizes tab and donate for a chance to win some awesome stuff. I personally love the GDQ Pride painting by Puzzle P. It's so bright, it's so colorful, and Puzzle P is just amazing. And then there are also the adorable Untitled Goose Game charms up for grabs, which I know that Frozen Flygon also loved. The minute I saw them, I was like, oh, that's a good prize. One of them is holding a flower, the other is holding a knife. It's such a vibe. It's literally the perfect friendship keychains, and it's just a $10 minimum donation for a chance to win those. So be sure to get those donations in and pick a prize to donate for on that donations page. Get us to the $30,000. And the Yeti donated $555. They said, hey all, Yeti here. We are so excited to be here helping out with this amazing event. As you may know, we're offering an official Flame Fatales tee with $5 from every shirt sold going to Malala Fund. We're happy to share that we've raised $555 so far with your orders. Thank you. 555. Huh, that sounds like a fun number. Maybe we can use it to kick off a $5 donation train. Let's go!